First of all, I want y'all to follow my Instagram, y'all, code.manxx, code.manxx. This is my Instagram, y'all, so y'all follow that, and we're finna get into it. 10 signs God will show you when someone has bad intentions. Now, first of all, you hit that like button, y'all hit that share button, y'all comment, y'all subscribe to the channel, and also, too, man, donate. Don't hate, guys, all right? So we're finna get into it. Number one, signs God will show you that someone has bad intentions. Now, they are draining you. This is a sign that someone has bad intentions towards you guys. What they draining you financially or just mentally, man. It's like they causing stress. They're complaining a lot. A lot of people are in relationships like this. You know, your significant other causing you stress. They're complaining a lot. They're not helping you anything. You just putting in all the work. This is a sign that God's showing you that someone has bad intentions towards you, man. You know, and also too, as far as like friends and family looking for a loan, telling you that they're gonna give you, your money back on the first. Just tell them to wait till the first, man. You know, don't play games with them, man. It's a lot of people they like to play games. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people. They're trying to use trickery. They have a low vibration, so they got to use the work of the devil. They got to use deception, lies, right? They got to be conning and all this type of stuff because it's acclimated to, that they're connected to this third dimensional realm. They're attached to materialism. They're attached to religion. They're attached to just their ego, and they don't want to deviate from that so God can come in their life and actually, they can have the spirit of God. So you guys can understand, man, when someone is draining you, this is a sign that God is showing you someone has bad intentions. It's going to be a lot of people that's trying to zap your energy, right? Trying to lower your energy, especially if you got the spirit of God that's working within you, because they don't want you to focus on your purpose, right? They don't want you to become a better person because they're not trying to become a better person. They don't want you to leave them behind spiritually and especially financially. All right, guys? So you got to get away from these draining people. I don't care if they're your friend, your family, whoever it is. Stay away from people that don't want to work and better their life, guys. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they have internal problems, right? But they don't want to fix it. They want to complain about it or they want to put it on you, right? Which is acclimated to a demonic fallen angel spirit, right? That's working through them. So you guys got to understand, man, that you got to deviate from these type of people and make sure that you stay away from people that drain you because they have bad intentions towards you. All right, guys? Number two, they are very manipulative. This is another sign, guys, that someone has bad intentions towards you. They are very, very manipulative. There's a lot of people out here that's very, very manipulative, guys. This whole world, is based off of manipulation. People is based off of manipulation. The power, the highest power structure is based off of manipulation, right? Everything is based off of manipulation. People trying to manipulate people to get what they trying to get. You know what I'm saying? Which is materialism a lot of times, right? Which is, a better life. But they don't, because they feel like they can't do it themselves. They don't want to work on themselves internally. What's up, Kiki? They don't want to work on themselves internally. So what they're going to do is they're going to try to latch and leech onto you, right? Because you have God that's in you. And they know that you will put in the work. But they want you to put in the work for them. Don't do that, guys. Don't let these manipulative people cause you to take your mind off God. You know what I'm saying? Because your mind is supposed to be on heavenly things. Not on man, not on woman. You know what I'm saying? You cannot put your trust in man. You cannot put your trust in women. You got to put your trust and faith in God. You know what I'm saying? You got to allow God to order your footsteps. You got to allow God to speak to you spiritually from the spiritual realm, right? Of how you should go about things. That's why God gives us that spirit of discernment, right? So you guys got to understand, man. Stay away from manipulative people, guys, all right? They're trying to use you, you know what I'm saying, for their own benefit because they don't want to go out there and put out that energy. They want you to put in the energy, right? Number three, guys, another sign God will show you that someone has bad intentions towards you. They spread rumors and gossip. This is another sign that someone has bad intentions towards you that God gonna show. God tell you to resist the devil and he'll flee. So when you're around people that's gossiping, spreading rumors, right? They're not allowing God's spirit to work his energy in their life. They got the devil that's working his energy. They got the demons that's working his energy in their life, right? So when they out here gossiping and spreading rumors, bad company corrupts good manners. So a lot of you women, y'all around women that's about drama. Y'all around women that's about rumors, right? Stay away from these type of women. These women are at a low vibration. And there's some guys that's like that, that's like this too. Stay away from these type of people that's about gossip, rumors, like I said, man, because they're not happy with their life. So they're trying to cause chaos. They're trying to cause confusion and depression and sadness, and lack of peace in someone else's life, right? These type of people, they'll destroy your life, guys. Stay with people that's about rumors and gossip, right? People will spread lies. That's why I'm solo though. Yeah, you got to be, man. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, a lot of people, like I said, they don't have God in their life. You know what I'm saying? They're looking for a problem because the problem is within themselves, right? It's a reflection of themselves. That's why they're looking for a problem, right? Because they got a problem with themselves. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? So you guys got to deviate from these type of people. Number 4, guys, another sign God will show you when someone has bad intentions. They constantly belittle you. Guys, this is another sign that someone has bad intentions towards you, guys. They constantly belittling you. They constantly putting you down, make it seem like what you're doing is nothing, right? The work that you put in ain't nothing. But when they put in some work, they believe that it's something, right? That's a narcissistic personality, man. That's a person that want you to worship them, right? They want you to praise them. You know what I'm saying? So, and what they're gonna try to do is when these people that's trying to belittle you, they trying to transfer that same demonic spirit onto you. So when they belittle you, they want you to get mad, angry, and upset, right? They want, because what happens is these demonic spirits that's working through these people that's trying to belittle you, they're trying to make you angry. So the demons and the devil can, they get the glory. You know what I'm saying? When they make you angry, when you connect to God and you get placed to the devil, that's when the demons and the devil, they get the glory, right? They get happy, right? You know what I'm saying? Because you gave place to the devil, right? Having a problem with everyone you do, everything that you do, right? Because they're connected to the devil, right? So you guys gotta understand, man, that people that's belittling you, stay away from these type of people. These are not your friends. These are not your family members. Just because they your family, right, which is blood on this earth, right? They are part of your bloodline on this earth. That doesn't mean that they're your spiritual family. You know what I'm saying? Your spiritual family is people that's like-minded like you. Like we got family on this earth, but there's a spiritual family that really is our family, and there's a natural family that's, some of them, they're not our family members, right? We just up under that bloodline of them, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and blood doesn't mean family, so you guys gotta understand that, man. You gotta deviate from these type of people, all right? Another sign that God will show you when someone has bad intentions. They take credit for your hard work. God, this is another sign that someone has bad intentions towards you, right? So what they're going to do is once you come up, they're going to try to take credit for your hard work. They're going to say, well, I did it first, or I, right? They don't want to congratulate you for what you did, right? Because it's all about them, right? And this is a sign that someone has bad intentions towards you. They jealous of you, man. All right, people that can't give you credit for your hard work when you get to where you want to be at. Is a lot of times the reason why they do that is because they're not where they want to be. So it's a reflection of their own self, right? A reflection of their own evolution. It's a reflection of their own stagnation, right? Your self-improvement. So you guys gotta understand, man. When it's time, when it comes down to people taking credit for your hard work, man, that's a narcissistic spirit, right? They want all the attention. They want all the glory, right? They don't want to give God the glory. They want the glory. You know what I'm saying? Which is connected to this third dimensional realm. They had a low frequency because they don't want to give God the glory, right? I can't stand people on that bull, right? Exactly. They don't want to give God the glory, right? They want to say, well, I did it first, or whatever the case is, right? To take the credit from you. But the credit is really not coming from you. It's coming from the God that's in you. This is what they don't understand because they're not spiritual minded. They carnal minded people. All right, guys. So you guys gotta understand that, man. Deviate from these people. This is sign that God is showing you that someone has bad intentions. Another sign that God is showing you that someone has bad intentions towards you. They keep important information from you. This is another sign that someone got bad intentions, guys. They keep important information from you. And there's a lot of people there doing this, guys. Right? They gatekeeping. Right? They think that they got a little bit of power, and they keep information from you. They don't want you to know, look, if you do this, this is what's going to get you to the next level. They don't want to help you, right? Because they come in from that descendant of Satan, right? They're a fallen angel spirit, right? That's working through them. And they really try to compete with you. See, when you're around people that's like-minded, that got God's spirit working his energy in their life, they're going to be happy to give you information. Hey, bro, go that way. Hey, bro, don't do that. Do this, right? Hey, sis, do this, do that. They're going to be trying to help you, right? But when people that's not connected to God, right, they're connected to the material realm, which is the third dimensional realm, and they're connected to Satan, right, and they're connected to these demonic spirits that's working through them, they can't do that, right? Because they're in competition. It's all about their ego, right? They don't believe in each one can teach one. They don't believe in that, man. They don't believe in iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? But this is a sign that someone has bad intentions towards you, all right, guys? Number 7, guys. They disrespect your boundaries. Guys, it's a sign that someone has bad intentions towards you, man. When people disrespect your boundaries, you tell people, hey, look, I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to do that. And then they cross those boundaries. You got to cut them off. You got to deviate from these people immediately. Because, like I said, man, they're trying to take you off. They're trying to cause chaos. They're trying to cause confusion. They're trying to cause, they want to destroy the peace in your life because they don't have peace in their life. Right? Because I love to give people game to help them win. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I love to do. I love to give people game. But unfortunately, most people, they don't like to give game. All right, guys, because they jealous and they're in competition with other people and they apart, they're carnal minded. They're not spiritual minded. They don't got God in their life. All right, guys. So this is another sign that God will show you that someone has bad intentions towards you. They're not respecting them boundaries. All right. When people not respecting your boundaries, cut them off. All right, guys. Don't complain. Because a lot of y'all complain. Don't complain when somebody disrespect your boundaries. God just revealing to you who they truly are. So you better thank God. You know what I'm saying? And cut them people off. All right, guys. Number 8, guys. Another sign that God will show you someone has bad intentions towards you. I got they twice. I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? I wrote this kind of fast, y'all. Like I said, guys, I ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? I ain't perfect. All right. They gaslight you. This is another sign that someone has bad intentions towards you. Let's say if they do something right that they're not supposed to be doing. You ain't telling them to do that. They did that on their own. What they'll do, they'll gaslight you. They'll try to blame you for the bad decisions that they're making, right? Because they don't want that accountability. Like I said, because they got low self-esteem, they had a low vibration, right? They don't want to make it seem like they don't know what they're doing. So they want to blame it on someone else. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a reflection of their own wrongdoing, right? They don't want to hold themselves accountable. But when you hold yourself accountable, that's what make you grow. But a lot of people, they got a weak mind, guys. A lot of people in this third dimensional realm that we living in got a weak mind. They don't want to grow. They in competition with other people. They jealous of other people, right? They very, very insecure, right? Because they don't have the Spirit of God working this energy in their life, right? I made them, right. So you guys gotta understand when people are gaslighting you guys, trying to blame you, you know what I'm saying, for their mistakes. This is a sign that they're just spiritually immature. It's a lot of people that are spiritually immature. Sorry, I typed, so that's all right. There's a lot of people that's spiritually immature. All right, guys. So when a person is spiritually immature, they're not gonna take that accountability so they can grow because they're not connected to God. You know what I'm saying? God's about growth, and us chosen ones that's connected to God, we about growth, right? We don't mind taking full accountability of where we mess up at. All right, guys. Number 9, guys. Another sign that God will show you when someone's jealous. Excuse me, guys. I'm talking about jealous. Another sign God will show you when someone has bad intentions towards you. They don't care about your feelings. Guys, this is a sign that someone has bad intentions towards you. They do not care about how you feel. They don't. They just care about what they can get out of you, or they care about, you know what I'm saying, how can they use you, or how can they get you to support what they got going on, right? They don't care about how you feel. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people in relationships like this. Your significant other don't care about how you feel. They don't care about your mental health. Guys, you don't want to be around people that don't care about your mental health. Trust me, you don't want to be around people that don't care about you, period. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't grow with them. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says, but there's unity, there's strength. You know what I'm saying? And you want to be around people that's about unification, right? You don't want to be around people that's about division, right? And separation. All right, guys? So you guys got to understand, man, this is something that God is showing you that someone has bad intentions towards you. They don't care about how you feel. All right? And a lot of times, guys, you can tell about somebody who don't care about how you feel. They're not listening. When you talking to them, they're not listening to you to understand. They listen to you to respond. All right, guys? So you got to stay away from these type of people. All right, man? Number 10, guys. Another sign that God will show you someone has bad intentions towards you. They pressure you to do things you don't want to do. Guys, this is a sign that someone has bad intentions towards you, guys. Right. I have friends and boyfriends that didn't care about my feelings, mental health, comfort ethic. Yeah, they don't care about your, it's a lot of people, they don't care about your mental health or your comfort or anything like that. They just care about what they can get out of you. All right, guys? But number 10, guys, they're pressuring you to do things that you don't want to do. Which is manipulation. When somebody pressures you to do things that you don't want to do, it's because, like I said, they're trying to control you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, guys, you got to deviate from these people that's controlling. Because like I said, man, God is supposed to order your footsteps, not man or woman. You know what I'm saying? And these men and these women in this third dimensional realm that's carnal minded, they're going to try to order your footsteps. You know what I'm saying? To deviate you from God. They're trying to pull you away from God. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what God tell you. God, when God tell you to give, that's when you give. When God tell you to shut your mouth, that's when you shut your mouth. When God tell you to move, that's when God tell you to move, right? When God tell you to be still, that's when God tell you to be still. Stop listening to other people that's outside of you and God, right? You got to listen to God, man, all right? Because people, they're going to try to tell you to do whatever they think that, whatever they think that feels good or feels right to them or what's going to benefit them. But nah, man, you got to be doing what's benefiting the God that's within you, right? Especially when you're on your purpose.